Hi there, and welcome to day 2 of the Awaken Spirit series. So far, we've covered how spirit influences us in our everyday life, from helping to give us the bird's eye view of a situation to supporting us and offering companionship for everyday situations and emotions that we go through. If you want to find that, yes, it's in. If you want to find yesterday's video, you can look in your inbox if it's in your email, or hop over to the Facebook page, the Spiritworks Facebook page, and find it there. So today we're going to talk about how and why traditional peoples access spirit. And I think it's important first to know that intact cultures, traditional tribal cultures, have a relationship with spirit from birth. It's not something that they have to seek out. It's something that's present in the community from the time that you're born. And whether you are in Ireland or from Ireland to Africa, there's a relationship that the peoples have with the land. And that relationship with the land helps them to relate to all living beings in a sacred way, which encourages the understanding and the inherent knowing that spirit is present. And so another piece around how intact cultures relate to spirit is that ceremony is an important part, it's an integral part of everyday life in tribal culture. And what ceremony does for us is that it creates an opening for spirit to find us. It creates a window. It's like opening a window or a door and saying, yes, please. I'd love to communicate with you. Thank you. I'm here. I am listening. Ceremony also shows us how to do it. We learn how to connect with spirit through ceremony that happens regularly in spiritual practice. So for tribal peoples, they learn ceremony because ceremony is happening in their village, in their tribe, in their community from the time they're born to the time they resign off the earth and go into another dimension. So it's always present. And when you are immersed in something that happens all the time, you learn how to do it because it's in your bones. You don't have to read about it. It's just in your bones. So ceremony also reminds us of why we're connecting with spirit. We are reminded when we're in that space of ceremony of why we do it, because of how we feel and how we see other people responding in ceremony. Ceremony also sets a specific space for spirit to reach us. All of the ingredients in a ceremony, from the opening to the closing, set a specific space for spirit to speak to us. And it also sets a reliable space. When you do something over and over again, when you have an open and a middle and a close, which all ceremonies do, you come to rely on that as giving you access to spirit, and you can let go of the wondering how or the being in your head about it, because you really get to soften into your heart and be present in the reliability of the ceremony. And so that ceremony is really a big part of connecting with spirit, and it's how traditional peoples really embody their relationship with spirit from birth to death. It also helps us intact cultures learn how to have their relationship with spirit through many avenues, through song, in African cultures and in Mongolian cultures, so many cultures. The sound and the vibration of our voice are not something to be hidden. They're something to be expressed and shared. And so by tapping into the vibration of the voice, people tap into the core sound of who they are, which helps them remember their connection with spirit. There's also dance. Dance and movement and honoring spirit helps to keep you in a relationship with spirit, as well as observing the silence. There's time for silence and dialogue with spirit. There's a listening that happens and an expectation that we are going to create space and open and listen and receive from the unseen realms. And there's also an honoring that happens. And so when traditional peoples pray or connect with spirit, they're not just showing up to put their hands up and say, "Oh man, I need some help, help me now." They're showing up all the time on a regular basis to be in a reciprocal relationship with spirit, a back and forth, a give and a take, an ask and a listen, a request and an offering. So there's a give and take in that relationship with spirit. And that is how and why traditional peoples access spirit, and it's so readily available. So tomorrow, be sure to come back, because I'm going to give you a clear understanding of how you, no matter what tradition, path, background, faith you're in or on, can start an active connection with spirit. But before you buzz out of here, I'd love it if you could just share a quick comment and let me know about one experience that you have with spirit. One experience. It could be from when you were 4, it could be from yesterday, it could be from anything that you remember, a time when you really felt connected or accessed spirit. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.